Welcome once again, my dear students. This is Mahua Sultanaki, Senior Lecturer of Manchester College, Department of Biology. Today, I will discuss an important topic from your book that is from chapter 2. The name of this chapter is cell division. I will discuss the differences in between mitosis and meiosis, the subphases of process 1 of meiosis 1 cell division, and the process or the steps of crossing over and its significance. So first of all, what is mitosis cell division? You know that the process of cell division in which the nucleus and the chromosome of a cell divides only once to produce two daughter cells, where the number of chromosomes will be same as the parental cell, is known as mitosis cell division. It is also known as equational cell division. On the other hand, the process of cell division in which the number of the nucleus divides twice but the chromosome divides only once, for which the number of chromosomes become half in the daughter cells, where 4 daughter cells are produced, is known as meiosis cell division. It is also known as reductional cell division. Now come to the point. The differences between mitosis and meiosis you can see on the board. That is, first of all, the topics mitosis and meiosis cell division. Place of occurrence. You know that the mitosis cell division takes place in the vegetative or somatic cell, whereas the meiosis cell division takes place in the reproductive mother cell. Next, nature of the cell. In which type of cell the cell division occurs? It occurs both in haploid and diploid cell, but meiosis occurs only in diploid cell. Number of daughter cells. 2 daughter cells are produced after meiosis cell division, and after mitosis cell division, and after meiosis cell division 4 daughter cells are produced. Next, number of chromosomes in the daughter cells. If you know that after the division of mitosis cell division, the number of chromosomes in the daughter cell will be similar to the parent cell. On the other hand, the number of chromosomes will be half in the daughter cell than that of the parent cell in meiosis cell division. Now, next point. Nature of the daughter cells. Daughter cells are similar to the parent cells genetically in case of mitosis cell division. But in case of meiosis cell division, daughter cells have genetic differences from the parent cell. Next, crossing over. There is no crossing over in mitosis cell division. Crossing over takes place in meiosis cell division in between the non-sister chromatids, which occurs during the prophase 1 cell division, steps of prophase 1 cell division. Okay. Finally, the function. The function of mitosis cell division, it helps to grow the body of the organism. That means to help in growth and development of the body, to heal up or heal wounds. Okay. Next, the function of meiosis cell division. It helps to produce spore, gametes, and it also helps to maintain the chromosome number constant in a particular species. So my dear students, these are the differences between mitosis and meiosis. Now my dear students, the subphases of prophase 1 of meiosis 1 cell division. You know, meiosis cell division is divided into 2 phases. One is meiosis 1 and another one is meiosis 2. It has meiosis 1, the meiosis 1 has 4 phases: prophase 1, metaphase 1, anaphase 1 and telophase 1. The prophase 1 is again subdivided into 5 phases: leptotin, zygotin, pegytin, diplotin and diakinesis. Now first point is leptotin. You can see from the diagram that this is the diagram of a plant cell. You can see in the diagram the nuclear membrane appears, the nucleolus is present, and you can see there were 2 types and I use here 2 colors. One is red, another one is green. It indicates that one pair comes from the father and another pair comes from the mother. Just to indicate these differences, I marked this with 2 colors. Okay. Now come to the point. First of all, during this stage, the nucleus become larger in size, because in this stage the number of the DNA become double in number. Second point, the chromosome or the chromatin fiber, the chromosome, they become long and thin. You know, this leptotin comes from Greek word leptos means thin and tin means thread. So the chromosome, hence the chromosome become thin, long, that is why it is known as leptotin stage. In this stage, some dot-like or bead-like structure are found on the surface of chromosome. These are known as chromomere. Okay, so you can see there is a round body. This is known as centromere. Now, at the end of this stage, the nuclear membrane and nucleolus will start to disappear. But in this stage, you can see another important thing. After, though they are thin and long, but due to dehydration, they start to condense and coil. So these are the steps that occurs during these surfaces. Now, zygote. You can see in the diagram there is a difference. In previous diagram, both the long and short red color chromosome remain at the same side. But at the beginning of this stage, the chromosome starts to pair. And these types of chromosome are known as homologous chromosome. At the beginning, they start to line up from one end to other. The process of formation of pairing is called synapse. And each pair is known as each pair of these homologous chromosome is known as bivalent. And you know the meaning of the zygote. Zygos means pair and tin means thread. So during this step or subphases, the homologous chromosomes make the pairs. Okay. Now, you know that each pair, this pair is known as bivalent. We can say that this pair is known as bivalent. And the number of bivalent will be half the total number of chromosomes. So here, this is an example for you. Here are 4 chromosomes. So number of bivalent here is 2, 1 and 2 bivalent are here present. In this stage, the nucleolus, the size of the nucleolus increase slightly, and the nuclear membrane and nucleolus remain unchanged. This is number 3, Pachytene. You can see in the Pachytene stage, the chromosome already divided, and they form each of the sister chromatid divides. Each of the parental chromosome divides into 2 chromatids. You can see here 2 red chromatids are present, and here 2 green chromatids are present. So Pachytene is also a Greek word which means pachys means thick and tin means thread. So during this stage, the chromosome becomes more thicker and shorter. Except the centromere, the chromosome divides into, each of the chromosome divides into 2 chromatids. So in each bivalent, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. The number of chromatids will be 4. That is why it is also known as tetrad. In this process, you can see another thing, that is the chromosome or the sister chromatids. The red 2 chromatids are known as sister chromatids. So the chromatid that are produced from the same parental chromosome is known as sister chromatid. That means these 2 are sister chromatids. But the green one and the red one is known as non-sister chromatid. So the 2 chromatid that is produced from 2 parental chromosomes is known as non-sister chromatid. Another important thing is that during these stages or surphases, the chromatids, non-sister chromatids, they touches each other or they remain joined with each other and in different places and form an X-like structure. You can see they form a X-like structure. It is produced due to the depression or repulsion forces. The repulsion or depression starts in between these 2 non-sister chromatids, and for this reason, this X-like structure or X-marked structure is formed. This is known as chiasma. This X-marked part is known as chiasma. At this point, the chromatids become separated, or when they due to repulsion or depression, they become separated from each other. They exchange their parts. This is known as crossing over. So crossing over means the exchange of different parts in between two non-sister chromatids is called crossing over. Due to crossing over, different traits are exchanged in between two non-sister chromatids. At the end of this stage, the nuclear membrane and nucleolus also remain unchanged. Now, there are four subphases, that is diplotin. Diplos mean double and T means triple. During these subphases, the repulsion in between the two homologous chromosomes of a bivalent increased. And due to this, the two ends of the repulsion increases in between, hence the repulsion increases in between these two chromatids, so they start to separate from each other. And for this reason, the chiasma starts to go to the opposite pole. And this process of moving chiasma to the end of the chromosome or to a particular end, that is called terminalization. And you can see when the chiasma or the repulsion starts in between these two chiasmata, they form a loop. And at that loop, at that point, they become separated from each other. At the end of this stage, the nucleolus starts to disintegrate, but the nuclear membrane remains unchanged. Now, dikinesis. Dia means across and kinesis means arrangement. In this stage, during this stage, the chromosome become more condensed and thicker. The nuclear membrane starts to disappear. The nucleolus is already disintegrated. The matrix are deposited on the chromosome. That is why the separation of the chromosome is invisible during this stage. And at the end of this stage, the terminalization or the movement of the chiasma, it continues due to the dispersion in between these two homologous chromosomes. And due to this, though the separation or the terminalization continues, but the chromosome, they remain attached with each other. At the end of this stage, the disintegration of the nucleus starts. So these are all about the subphases of process 1 of meiosis 1 cell division. Then I will discuss the process of crossing over. Now the last topic, the mechanism of crossing over. You know, during the zygotic stage of process 1 of meiosis 1 cell division, the homologous chromosome forms the pairs, this which is known as synapses, and each of the pair is known as bivalent. So this is the bivalent. In case of Pachytene stage, each of the chromosome divides and form 1, 2, 3, 4 chromatids in each bivalent, and these are known as tetrad. At the end of this Pachytene stage, the non-sister, in between these non-sister chromatids, they form a X-marked part or X-like structure. You can see this X-like structure. This is known as chiasma. And at the point of chiasma, the homologous chromosome or the in between two non-sister chromatids, they form a loop. And these actually at the point of chiasma, in between two non-sister chromatids, they exchange their parts due to continuous or extreme dispersion or repulsion force. And what happened next? So at the end of the Pachytene stage, you can see the two non-sister chromatids, they exchange their parts, and there is a new combination in these two chromosomes or in these two parental chromosomes, and two enzymes. One is known as endonuclease enzyme that helps to break these two parts of chromatids, and another enzyme known as ligase enzyme that helps to rejoin these two parts. So thus the crossing over takes place in the or during the packaging stage. Now the significance of crossing over. What are the significance? As you can see that during this crossing over, the different parts of chromosome are exchanging in between themselves. That is why new traits are found in the gametes. Not only that, different we can determine the genetic mapping. We can insert the desired DNA, which plays an important role in genetics. So these are the significance of crossing over. So my dear students, from my today's lecture, I think you will be able to learn the difference between mitosis and meiosis. The difference you will be able to explain the subphases of prophase 1 of meiosis 1 cell division, and finally you can explain the step mechanism of crossing over and the significance of crossing over. In my next class, I will be back with a new lesson. Till then, take care.